Finding slope with coordinates is now what we're going to look at. So in order to do that, we have to understand what an equation would be, or a formula that we can use to find slope with just points. So if I have y2 minus y1 is equal to x2 minus x1, this is really m equals that. And m stands for the slope. Not sure why they have m stand for the slope, but that's what it does. So if I look at the example that I have here, 2, 3, and 4, 5. If I'm going to find the slope of those, I can assign values for my x and my y value. And if I make one number 1, the second number that goes with that ordered pair has to also be 1. So if you notice here, I have my 2 is 1, so therefore my 3 has to be 1. So if I use the 4 and the 2, or sorry, the 4 and the 5, 4 becomes my x value of 2, 5 becomes my y value of 2. The order does not matter for this as long as my ordered pair is assigned the same value. Alright, so let's just plug the numbers into the formula that we have. Looking at my y value first, y2, so this would be 5 minus my second y value, which is 3, over my first x value, or sorry, my second x value, x2 is 4, because 4 went with 5 as the ordered pair. And then I'm also going to subtract my last x value. 4 minus 2 is what I'm going to have. So if I take 5 minus 3, that's going to give me a 2. And if I take 4 minus 2, that's also going to give me 2. 2 over 2 is going to simplify down to the whole number of 1. And my answer for this slope is just going to be 1. Let's take a look at another example. Find the slope of -2, 4, and 2, -6. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to assign my x and my y values. So I have x and I have y. And again, it does not matter which one's 1, which one's 2. So for the sake of this one, I'm just going to use 1, 1, 2, 2. So remember, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so if I start off with my y2, that's going to give me -6 minus my y1, which is going to be 4, over x2, which is going to be 2, minus a -2. Okay, so I have to remember when I subtract integers, I need to change that, switch that into addition. So change, or double slash. So if I have a -6 plus a -4, that's going to give me -10. And then if I have 2 plus 2, that's going to give me 4. Well, both of these numbers are even, so that can be simplified down a little bit farther. So 10 divided by 2 can give me 5. So if I divide by 2, that's going to give me 5. And that's a -5 over 2. So my answer is just -5 over 2. Alright, this is the last example that I have that I'm going to work out. So it would be a good idea for you to pause the video right now and see if you can solve the problem. I'm going to write down my formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I need to assign my values, so I have x and I have y. X, remember, is always the first number, y is always the second number in an ordered pair. So again, the order does not matter, so I'm just going to use 1, 1, 2, 2 starting off. Okay, so if I just take 6 minus a -3, and then I'm going to take 0 minus a -3, and again I have to change the subtraction to addition, and then that's going to give me 6 plus 3, which is going to give me 9, 0 plus 3, which is going to give me 3, 9 divided by 3, then it can simplify down farther 9 divided by 3 is going to give me a positive slope of 3. So after working through some of these problems, the most important thing for you to remember is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That will help you find the slope of any line that you need to find.